right, hi everybody. Thanks for coming to the show today. Today we're going to do a 9 exercise 3-round routine. It's going to be all body weight. You'll just need your bad self for this, and some water, and a safe place to get on the ground if you need one of those. Otherwise, this is all body weight, so we will do a little warm up at the beginning. We'll do the 3 rounds, 9 exercises, and then do the stretch at the end. Alright, so let's first of all get your legs a little further in hip distance apart, and let's go ahead and spin side to side. Make sure you turn that ankle. Get the ankle warmed up. Get the spine warmed up. All right, let's put our hands together. Let's reach up to the side and chop down towards our knee. Reach it up and chop it down. Make sure you turn your body, get a good twist on your spine. And switch. All right, next, squat and reach it all the way up. Really elongate those arms, elongate the spine, really stretch it all the way up. Just a little bit of a squat, not a full squat. You need a full squat for this, we're just warming up. All right, and rest. All right, make sure you turn your watch on if you need to. We are going to start this routine. We're going on the ground first. If you're unable to get on the ground, I want you to reach your hand up. Reach your other hand up. Kick a leg out. And kick a leg out. Okay? All right, we're going down on the ground for the first one. And we're going to do arm and hand release in a crab position. So we're kicking our legs and then we're lifting our hands up. Let's do it. Working that coordination a little bit, shifting that body weight side to side. Releasing the arms, releasing the legs. Pulling in the core a little bit. You got this. All right, 10 seconds. And rest. All right, for our next exercise, we're going to do some push-ups. So we can do push-ups off the wall. That's level 1 push-ups. Level 2 push-ups is elevated on the countertop. Level 3 is on your knees, and level 4 is our standard push-up. So go wherever you need to go to make this happen for a minute. Ready? And go. Do knee push-ups here. And really, it's not a matter of what kind of push-ups you do. It's just the doing part. Still going to concentrate on those muscles. Keep those elbows close to your body. you need to adjust and go to a different type of push-up, that's perfectly fine. All right, 10 seconds. All right, we're going to come up to all fours. Now, if you're at a standing position, I just want you to kick your legs straight back. Okay, so hold on to the wall. Kick those legs straight back. For the rest of us, we're going to do a donkey kick. So we're bringing that leg up and kicking it up high. Ready? And go. So if you're just in a standing position, kick that leg straight back. Really engage the glutes. If you're kicking back like this, your glutes are going to be engaged. Really working the glutes, working the core strength. You got this, keep it up. And rest. All right, we're getting up to our feet. And for this next exercise, we're going to do clock lunges. So pretend like you're on a big face of a clock. For this first one, we're going to keep our left foot static. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to lunge forward. We're going to lunge to 1 o'clock, lunge to 2 o'clock. Our side lunge at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, bring it back a little bit, 5 o'clock, a little back further, 6 o'clock, straight back. And if you're having a little trouble with balance, just stay on this side. If you're able to extend a little bit and get a little twisting action, because that really throws off your balance, step behind your body to do 7, 8, and 9. 10 comes forward. 11 is a little bit forward, as you can see as I cross. And 12, we're back to the center. All right, ready? And rest. All right, for this next one, we're gonna do a squat hold with forward jabs. So, go ahead and bend your knees a little bit. Get into a little bit of a modified squat position. Let's put your hands up, and we're just going to punch forward. Ready? And go. Kind of get your hips into it. Don't forget to breathe. A little bit lower if you can. You got this. 15 seconds. And rest. All right, so next we're gonna do number crunches. So one modification is to hold on to something and draw the letters with your legs from a standing position or even a seated position. All right? But if you're able to get on the ground, put your hands underneath your tailbone. Ready? And go. Draw the letters of the alphabet with your legs. This really requires a lot of core control. Use your hip flexors on this one. Right, almost done. And rest. Whew. All right, we're up to our feet. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna run up to the screen, touch the ground, and back pedal. Okay, if you're limited on space or you're a little shaky on your balance, step it forward, step it back. Step it forward, step it back. All right, ready? And go. So we're gonna run it up, touch the ground, bring it back. Bring it up, touch the ground, bring it back. You got this. Keep it up. And you can go as hard or as easy you want to go. You can make this a walk. You can make it a full blast run. Just use the space that you have, whether that's a big runway or a small runway. All right, 15 seconds. And rest. Okay. Next we're going to do a little bit of a shoulder exercise. We're going to do some letters with the shoulders. So we are going to hinge at the hips. Okay, hinge at the hips. We're going to hang our arms down. We're going to put our hands up into a Y position. Bring it down. Bringing it up to an I position. Bring it down. Down to a T. Bring it down, and to a W. All right, ready? And go. Y, I, T, W. Y, I, T, W. Y, I, T, W, Y, I, T, W, and one more round. Y, I, T, W. All right, that's really good for shoulder mobility. So anytime you can do that to kind of loosen up your shoulders a little bit, that's great. All right, our last exercise for today, or for this round, is going to be our clock lunges, but this time we're going to keep our right leg static and do our clock lunges. So if you need to hold on to something, go ahead and do it. Ready? And go. We're going out to 12, we're going to 1, and to 2. 3 is right behind, only if you feel like you can do that with your balance. 7, 9, 10, 11 is forward, 12 is straight ahead, and back to 1, 2, 3, and rest. All right, we are between sets. We're going to do 2 more of those sets if you're up for it. Remember, if you have time for one, it's important that you just do one. All right, if you can do more, that's great. The more you can do, the better. You can use this for mobility. You can use this for strength. can use this for high intensity if you want to amp this up to the top. So go where you need to go with this to make it work for you. Some people are just trying to loosen up in the morning. All right. So as we're taking this 1 minute break, go ahead and grab yourself a drink and get ready for round number 2. And we'll start here in 15 seconds. We're doing the crab hand and foot release. So an option is to stay standing and do the hand and foot release from a standing position. All right, here we go. Ready? And go. Working our core strength, working our coordination, working our triceps when our arms are back. You can do these like three-dimensional movements. You know, that's what life is, three-dimensional. So when we do these things, helps limber up our joints so we can function better in our environment. So anytime you can add some of these things to your everyday routine, that's a good thing. Call those things exercise snacks. And rest. All right, next we got push-ups. So go to your happy push-up place, wherever that is. I'm gonna do knee push-ups. Ready? And go. Got this, keep it up. Do your wall push-ups, countertop push-ups, whatever you need to do. And rest. All right, excellent job. Next we got donkey kicks. So remember, if you're at a standing position, just kick that leg behind you. All right, hold it there for a minute. Ready? And go. We're lifting that leg up as high as we can into that donkey kick position. Really working that lower back, really working the glutes on this one. Anytime you need some hydration, go ahead and break for hydration. It's fine. If you're watching this on a replay, you can just hit pause. All right, 10 seconds. And rest. All right, we're coming up to a stand next. All right, for our next one, we're going into that, or we're doing clock lunges next, actually. So let's keep our left foot static. Remember, if you're having trouble with balance, just do one side of the clock, not both sides. Ready? And go. 1 o'clock. 2. Straight out for 3. 4 is a little behind. 5 is a little more behind. 6 is straight back. 7, give it a little spin. 8. 9 is almost going to be 90 degrees with your feet. It'll really give you some really good twisting action in your legs. Turn this forward. 11. And 12 is straight ahead. Okay, back to 1, 2, and we have time for 3. right, remember which leg you kept static. We'll do the next one later on in this round. Next, we're gonna go into that squat hold. All right, so get down in that squat hold, get your fists up, and we're punching forward. Ready? And go. Those hips involved. When you swing your hips like that, it really works your stabilizing muscles. We're working our coordination on that by swinging our arms and our hips. Keep that focus going forward. Pick a target for those punches to go towards. All right, 15 seconds. And rest. Nice. All right, we got number crunches next. So you can draw numbers with your legs from a standing position, from a seated position, or from lying on your back. Right. So we get down, put our hands underneath our tailbone, and draw those letters with our legs. Keep it nice and smooth. If you need a break, just drop your legs down. And rest. Whew. All right, that was a tough one. All right, we're back up to our feet. All right, for this one, remember, we're running back and forth to the camera, or stepping forward and backwards, or walking or running, whatever you want to do. We're running up to the camera, touch the ground, and bring it back. Go whatever pace you need to go to make this happen for you today. You got this, keep it up. All right, 10 seconds. And rest. All right, next we're hinging at the hips. When we hinge at the hips, we're gonna make our letters again. Big letter day. Y-I-T-W. All right, ready? And Y. I-T-W. Y-I-T-W. Y-I-T-W. Y-I-Y-T-W. I-Y-T-W. I-Y-T and W. Nice. All right, our last exercise in round number 2 is going to be our clock lunges. So remember, for this one, we're keeping that other leg static this time and working around the clock on that. Just do the left-hand side of the clock. If you have some balance issues, hold on if you need to make sure that you stay upright for this one. Ready and go. 12 o'clock. 1 o'clock is a little crossover. 2 o'clock, a little more crossover. 3 o'clock at 90 degrees. Really twist those hips. 4 o'clock is a little further behind. 5, 6 is straight back. 7, 8, side lunge for 9, 10, 11, forward for 12, back to 1, 10 seconds for 2, 3 with the twist, 4, and 5, and rest. All right, 2 rounds in the books. Got 1 more round to go if you're sticking around for that one. Let's do it. Got 1 minute break. Grab yourself a drink. Get ready for the last round. Take in some deep breaths. Think about what you're grateful for. Whatever that is, even if it's just getting here today. And putting in some time for yourself. Because that's what this exercise is all about. We want to be able to as we age, we want to be able to be independent. So doing these things every day is super important for independence because it keeps your strength up, keeps your joints lubricated, and have your life ready then. Alright? You're able to do those things that you need to do, whether it's carry the groceries, get up steps, whatever it is. Keep at it. You can do it. The more you do, the more you're going to keep your body lubed up. Alright, here we go. Foot and crab release, last round. Ready, and go. That coordination, working that core strength. You got this. This is our last set of crab and foot releases. And rest. All right, we got our push-ups next, so go ahead and flip over. Do those push-ups wherever you need to today. Alright, ready? And go. Keep those elbows pointed back along your body or no more than 45-degree angle out. Get to breathe on this one. 10 seconds. And rest. All right, we're on all fours. We're doing donkey kicks next. Ready? And go. Remember, if you're standing for this, just make sure that you get that leg behind you. Take it back. Engage those glutes as you do that. What we're trying to do here, engage the glutes, strengthen the glutes, strengthen that lower back. So if you end up sitting for a long period of time, that you're working that strength so you don't get as sore from sitting. So you develop those muscles a little bit more. right, 10 seconds. All right, and rest. All right, we're up for our second to last set of clock lunges. So for me, I'm going to keep my left foot static. I'm going to move around the clock. Remember, if you have some unbalanced things going on, keep it on one side or just keep it going back and forth. Any movement is better than no movement. Ready? And go. You can make these a lot faster if you need to. If you're really trying to amp it up, get a HIIT workout in. You can bring it. Remember, 9 o'clock is about 90 degrees. 10 o'clock we're going forward. Alright, 10 seconds. Rest. All right, we're going to our squat holds with a forward punch. So working our coordination, we're getting that static hold with our legs, getting our fists up, ready, and go. Punching forward. A little sway in those hips, working those stabilizing muscles around our knees on this one. Moving up those knees. All right, you got this. 15 seconds, keep it up. Go faster if you need to. Rest. All right, we're doing number crunches next. So number crunches with the legs from a seated position or all the way down to the ground. All right, here we go. Ready? And draw those letters. Breathe on this one. It's hard to keep those legs up like that. All right, 10 seconds. Job. We're up for our running taps. Again, you can make these as fast or as slow as you need to. Ready, and go. Jogging up to the screen, touch the ground, back pedal back. We can walk, we can run. Wherever you need to go for this one, make it happen. All right, most of the time the doing is the important part. Even if you take a stride forward and back, that'll help with that mobility. If you want to run around, you can too. I love it. All right, if you're feeling a little soreness, just keep it nice and slow. 15 seconds. rest. All right, our YITWs are next. I'm going to switch the levers around a little bit this time. Go ahead and go into a hinge position. Excuse me. All right, I, Y, T, W. 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 W, and one more. I, Y, T, and W. All right. We are on our last exercise for this round, and that is going to be our clock lunges. So remember, this time we're keeping our right leg static and moving around the clock with our left leg. Unless you have some balance things going on, then just do forward and backward lunges is probably good. Ready? You go. Straight back, 4, 6 o'clock, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, forward for 12, and we got time for a couple more numbers. 2, and 4. All right, we did it. Good job, way to go. Whoop, whoop. You made it 3 rounds if you're at this point. All right, we're gonna stretch it out a little bit. If you need to grab a drink, go ahead and do that. First thing we're gonna do is get your legs a little further in hip distance, interlock those fingers, stretch it straight up in the air, get full extension from your ankles all the way up to your wrists. Push through your wrists so you can get a good stretch on your abdomen and your arms. Lean it over to the side, nice and easy, just get a good stretch. Center, lean it over the other side. All right, let's put our hands on our hips. Let's roll out our hips nice and easy. I want you to go super slow on this one so you can stretch those muscles in your legs. Alright, switch directions, nice and slow. Okay. Alright, we are going to go down onto the ground if you're able to. Put your arms forward, put your hips back towards your heels. Get a good stretch on that back. Lift your fingers up so you can really get a good stretch on your shoulders as well. Alright, come up to tabletop. Put your hands a little bit forward. Drop the hips to the ground. Keep the knees on the ground. Stretch out your abdomen. All right, excellent job today. Thanks for coming to the show. I really appreciate you being here. Make sure you express some gratitude towards yourself for getting here today, doing all the things to get your body ready for the day, get those joints lubed up, and be a more active person. There's not a lot of people that are doing this activity every day. All right, thanks a lot for coming. This is Coach Steve. You can find me at wellnesswarriorhq.com, and I will see you soon.